Hello YouTube, this is GeekyAustin, and I had recently went and seen the new movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Avengers Infinity War. Directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, this movie is the 10th in a long series of movies, and all the previous movies of the last 10 years have been building up to this moment. And I can go ahead and definitely say that it pays off. The creators of this movie managed to bring a very impactful and action-packed experience. There is not really a dull moment in this movie. Pretty much everything in this movie is really, really good. The acting, the special effects, the music, so on and so forth, the casting, it is all really, really good in this movie. And the cast, once again, consists of nearly every character from the previous movies, including Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Chris Evans as Captain America, Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Tom Holland as Spider-Man, so on and so forth, for example. A lot of good names are in this movie, and a lot of good choices on the casting is in here. They all do a fantastic performance, especially Josh Brolin as Thanos. Without a doubt, this guy nailed the part. All of his scenes are very impactful. They're very emotional. The motion capture work on him looks amazing. And the way that him and Zoe Saldana, who plays Gamora, the way they both work off each other in the movie, it is very heartwarming. Without a doubt, they did a good job with the chemistry on these two characters, Gamora and Thanos. It is really, really good. Without a doubt, those are the two best performances in the entire movie. But I also must give some of that credit to Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor, as well. Chris did a great job with his performance. You really do feel the impact and emotions that he is going through, which again, I'm not going to spoil. I am going to try my best not to spoil anything in this movie. But the way he acts, the way he portrays himself, feeling and everything, it is really good. And then, again, Chris Pratt does the same thing. A lot of the characters in this movie, they do a good job of showing off their personal feelings, which is something that I really did like. But even if this movie has a lot of heart-wrenching moments in it, it also does have a good amount of humor. With the Guardians of the Galaxy, you know humor is going to have to happen. And the humor is really good. A lot of the jokes, they are very funny. The way the characters work off each other is really good, and that's another thing that I was very glad to see in this movie. My biggest thing that I was worried about with this movie was, could the Guardians of the Galaxy merge in well enough with the Avengers franchise? Because if you were to watch Guardians of the Galaxy and any of the Avengers era movies, they all have a different feel. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2 have a distinct enough feel that they feel very, very different from the other ones. And this is something that I was glad to know. The Guardians of the Galaxy blends in flawlessly with the Avengers. They managed to find a genius way to get the humor to work by having certain members of the team up with other certain members of the Avengers and have them work off of each other for the use of the humor, for the use of just basically the conversationing altogether. Definitely a good choice on the creators. A good choice, guys. Good choice. And definitely, I feel that with this movie, I feel that all the previous movies that have been building up to this movie kind of makes them feel just a bit more complete. Not perfect, though. I'm sure Part 2 will probably finish it and merge it all into a nice package of amazement. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, all the previous films feel just a bit more complete now that we have finally built it up to what all these films have been wanting to build up to. And the only negative thing that I really have with this movie is mainly just a problem with how the ending is represented. But again, I'm absolutely not going to spoil anything. So what I'm just going to do instead is I'm just going to say, If you go see the movie, once you see the ending, I am pretty sure that you will understand what it is that I'm so unsure about with the ending. Overall, basically, the acting, everything, it is really good. The casting is really good. The music is good. The special effects are great. Again, all the humor, it works. All the characters do a magnificent job together, work off each other. The movie is definitely an epic and emotional movie. It's very impactful. It definitely pulls at your heartstrings while at the same time gives you an adrenaline rush, which is something a blockbuster action movie needs to do. And it nails that. It nails that. And once again, Josh Brolin, I still need to say, Josh Brolin, you did a fantastic acting performance. You deserve a medal, or at least I really do hope to see you in some more stuff, because you did a fantastic job, sir. And that's pretty much the review. Again, I can't really go into too much because the entire movie is a spoiler. I'll just put it that way. This entire movie is a spoiler. There is nothing I can talk about in this movie without spoiling it. Everything in this movie is just one big spoiler. You might as well retitle this Avengers Spoiler the Movie if you want. But anyways, that's my review. I definitely highly recommend to see this movie. I intend to go see it again, maybe even a third time. And if I feel like it, I might do a spoiler review where I actually talk about the ending, why I feel the way I do about it, and basically talk about all the cool and surprising things that happen in this movie. But anyways, with that said, I'm going to give this movie a 4.5 out of 5, or an A-. Definitely one of the best Marvel movies I have seen. This definitely ranks up there with movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, the Avengers, and so on and so forth. Definitely would be in my top 5 favorite movies now. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. This has been GeekyAustin.